So how the f is Mirror Mirror higher rated than this?
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is fairest of them all?
You are the fairest, but there is another destined to surpass you.
What does she want from me?
Consume her heart, and you shall rule forever.
Find me someone who doesn't fear the dark forest to hunt her down.
Hey! If I refuse...
Snow White and the Huntsman. So Snow White and the Huntsman revolves around Snow White, played by Kristen Stewart, who has been locked away as a prisoner ever since her stepmother, Queen Rowena, played by Charlize Theron, killed her father when she was a very young child. Since that Snow White has come to age, she has finally broken out of imprisonment and has decided to rebel against her stepmother with the Huntsman, played by Chris Hemsworth, along with the 7 dwarves, and decides to finally kill her stepmother. Okay, so finally we have a Snow White movie that takes a different direction from the kiddie, girly type Snow White and tries to transition it into something more epic, dark, and grim. And man, I gotta say, they pulled it off so well. I gotta tip my hat off to Charlize Theron. She is not only just a great villain. No, she's not great. She is an awesome villain. And she is really, really hot. She is just the type of villain that if like she were torturing me in front of my parents, she looks like the type of girl that would have no problem slitting my parents' throats and walking away giving me a grin on her face while I was laughing maniacally. I would be scared shitless in front of this girl if I was in front of her. Also, Kristen Stewart did a great job as well as Snow White. Now, I did not like her in Twilight at all, although I loved her in Adventureland. I gotta say, she does way better in Snow White and the Huntsman than she does in Twilight. She does still have that same look that she does in the Twilight movies, but the look actually pays off. There are literally some shots in the movie where Kristen Stewart looks absolutely beautiful. I mean, there were some parts where I was just starstruck looking at her face. Also, I really dug Chris Hemsworth as the Huntsman. He has really become his own in this day and age. I mean, Cabin in the Woods, Thor, The Avengers, now this. All the actors give very solid performances, but the 3 main leads do excellent jobs. Another thing I loved about this movie was the cinematography. Wow. In every single shot, there is something awesome to look at. Everything is very well filmed. And in terms of visual effects, the visual effects, the special effects, and the makeup were all outstanding in this film. Especially when you see Charlize Theron deteriorating from her young to her old self. There were literally many times in this movie where I was just blown away by how just great the visual effects shots and how good the makeup was. It's just truly amazing. Also, the battle sequences in this movie are awesome. They remind me a lot of Lord of the Rings and kind of a bit of a Gladiator, actually. All the battle scenes are filmed beautifully. The shots, choreography is amazing. Another thing I liked about it was the music. Good date movie, I would say. The first thing I kind of didn't like about the movie was that at around like an hour and a half mark of this movie, the movie had a strange tonal shift. It went from really dark to humorous, but abruptly. But after about 20 minutes, the shift really sets in and you kind of take it in. And plus, I felt the movie kind of dragged at maybe 2 scenes. Overall, aside from a few flaws, Snow White and the Huntsman is one of the best Snow White adaptations I have ever seen. So I'm going to give Snow White and the Huntsman 4 out of 5 stars. So comment down below of what your favorite fairy tale is that you loved growing up. And I'll see you guys next time.
Seriously, do it. Do it. Do it.